This a good one. Who had the coldest snark? Aunt Esther, LaWanda Page, or Zori Cully, Mama Jefferson? Zori Cully. Now, you know when we talk about snark, they could say the most ironic things and keep you on your toes and make you feel a certain way. Now, two of my favorite shows ever, Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons. And I always talk about the side characters because so often than not, you get the people who don't get the kind of love they should. You got pieces and places where you kind of like, yeah, I wonder what that would have been like with that. Aunt Esther always had some cold snark, and she would go, matter of fact, and the way she would low key check out to read the room, and the way she would read up on things, then she would use the Bible for her quotes. She had a just uncanny, untimely ability to just hit them lines up, play off of it, and add so much flavor and spice to it. So it was one of those things that you just kind of you saw it, you put it in perspective, and then you kind of like, mm, kind of like scratch, kind of like was kind of like dialing it up and putting in things in perspective. Now, Aunt Esther was feisty, fiery, but she always caught herself. You see, that's the thing about great comedy and great timing. Now, LaWanda Page, just like Red Fox, was meant for the stage. But in the TV element, to still pull it off, to still be funny, to still have personality, still hit those snark marks, and not be vulgar, and yet know how to use the line, she was the truth. She was the truth. And she definitely had a mark about her, which was, it was amazing, because you just sit there and you're like, wow, she was funny. And the timing, if you understand the timing of it, she wasn't trained. That's what made her so incredible. That was raw bone, but yet understood the audience. That's talent. That's understanding. Now, Zori Cully, who played Mama Jefferson and played that role really well, had that British accent and tone. She was born in Massachusetts, had that tone and that flair and that wig, that how she would tilt her hair and her jewelry and real refined. But the way she would throw them lines at Wheezy was hilarious. Anything George did, 9.9 out of 10, she gave him a pass. But Wheezy, zero below, she find problem with it. And she was the typical mother-in-law. And it was some snark left and right. It was some funny comedy lines. And of course, she go do her Bloody Mary and take her naps. What a character she was for the show. And she unfortunately passed in 78, and the show premiered in 75. But it seemed like she was on the whole duration because